Hey, what's going on, guys? Xer, and today we're taking a look at the McFarlane Toys Borderlands 2 Handsome Jack. And you can find this figure and many others like it at Big Bad Toy Store. Just follow the link in the description. Now, with this figure, you get a couple of different things here. Obviously, the stand, the figure, a gun. You get the, I believe it's a key, and then you also get the kind of battered face from the kind of the end. You kind of see both of these things at the end of the game. So we'll take a look at those here in a second. But giving you guys a little 360 of him, we'll take a deeper and closer look at all the details and paint of the figure in a second, but I want to give you guys a little 360. This figure looks amazing, just like Tiny Tina. I absolutely love this, and it is not, one of the older Color Tops figures, or one of the ones that came out earlier in the series. That was more like a statue. This thing is an action figure, so you're going to be able to move it, put it in some different poses, but I'm cool with just setting it on its stand and leaving it like this. I think it looks really cool, so let's go ahead and get it off that. As far as the stand goes, you do have, one little peg right here for the right foot. Then you get kind of a textured bottom there. It says Borderlands across the front. It's just hollow, so taking a look at the figure, we'll take the gun out of his hand. First off, starting off with the face, and it looks really good. You can see how it has this cartoonish animation style that is what you see in the game. So the figure's represented very well. You can see the little streak through there, the hairstyle where it's all crazy and stuff. I think that looks really cool. You can see the metal pieces, his mask on top. Very nicely painted. Really like the way that looks. You can see all those nice little details. As far as the brown hair bleeding into the skin or anything like that, I don't see that anywhere. Everything seems to be very nice and clean. You can see the necklace. You can see a couple of different layers here with a yellow t-shirt, and then you have this white shirt, which is a little bit longer, comes out the bottom, and here at the sleeves, and then you can see his vest with which has it's leather, and it has some nice black wash and some lines and wrinkles and stuff in that as well. So very nicely done. You have the gun. This one doesn't come out, so that's gonna stay there on the holster. But I'm cool with that because he's still got his big gun there. But then looking at the back, you can see all the little dings and lines with the black wash inside. Just really highly detailed as far as the back of the jacket. I think that looks good. Also, here at the arms, you can see kind of his arm hair. Again, done in that animation style. So, very cool looking. He's got his watch on. And this isn't very, bendable. This seems like this is meant to just kind of stay there. I thought it might be a soft rubbery plastic, but seems to kind of just sit there. It's not really meant to move at all. But still very nicely done. The jeans look good, and you can see all the little dings and lines in the jeans, the shoes. So wanted to just kind of show that off. We'll go over articulation here in a second, but the other accessories that he comes with, obviously this gun. There's so many guns in Borderlands 2. I forget what the name of all of them are, but I can't seem to remember this one. But very nicely painted with the yellow and silver here. And you've got this little hole because in his hand where he can hold it, it'll also have this peg in his hand to where he can hold the gun a lot better and it won't fall out. So I think that was a pretty good decision there. Then you have this, which I forget the exact name of it, but it's important and it's at the end of the game. So whenever he pushes it in the middle on the platform. But anyways, looks good with the purple. The gray. This is just one of those pieces to just kind of set next to your figure, so can't hold it any way that I've seen. So, but really cool. I like it. And then as far as the other face with he's all beat up and the mask off, you can see that looks really highly detailed. Nice, clean. All the hair, everything, all the paint looks really nice. So. All right, so getting into the articulation of the figure, the head on a ball joint, so this will move around however you need to. up and down, rotate, all that good stuff, side to side. Then you have the arms, which go in and out. They also rotate as well. You have the elbows that will bend 90 degrees. They also rotate. And then you have the wrist, which will rotate however you want because it's on a ball joint. So you can kind of see how that works there. As far as the waist on a ball joint, so this will, rotate or kind of bend back and forth however you need there. With the legs, they're like on a ball joint up here as well. So you get, forward and back, also in and out as well. You can rotate the pants. And then the knees, they bend, and then they can rotate here. And then the feet, they can rotate and go up and down. So it feels like it's a ball joint on the feet. So lots of movement there. I absolutely love this figure. With Tiny Tina, I think the Wave 2 is going to be Claptrap, and Zero. So I hope that these sell really well, because this isn't your typical McFarlane figures, to where this is, I bought this one not too long ago. I'm just a Titanfall fan, so I bought this one. This one, it can move like at the elbow and wrist and head and like a couple things at the knees, but it would just not stand on its own. So it has to, even though it has those cuts where it can rotate, you just have to go back to this pose, because that's really the only pose that he can do with his legs. And the arm, you can either have the gun out this way, or you can have him just raising it in the air. There's really no articulation about it. To me, it's just a statue that's got a few cuts in it. This, however, though, is an action figure, and you can get a lot of movement out of it. So I'm really happy with these. Hopefully this sells well. Wave 2 sells well, because there's a ton of characters that I'd want from this line. So anyways, I wanted to show this off to you guys. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.